Mohammed Kateeb, if I can come to you next. Kind of a broad question, really. I know the other panelists will have more specific, but how, in your opinion, is Islamic finance responding and reacting to this new ecosystem based on fintech and financial technology?
Thank you. I really believe in the last 2 years, 2 years ago in World Economic Forum, they introduced the concept of the fourth industrial revolution. And since then, a lot of hype has been created around the different technologies, and everybody became a computer scientist and talking about technology. But now that the dust has settled and things become clearer, I believe that an ecosystem has to be developed. And the faster we settle this dust and the faster we start thinking about the different components that are needed for this ecosystem, the faster we will achieve what needs to be achieved. We work with so many banks on digital transformation and on a lot of initiatives. Many banks believe that having a mobile banking or an internet banking is digitalization, which is of course not. We really need to rethink the ecosystem. We really need, especially in Islamic finance, we need to understand what the different players' roles are. There is a lot of people in the last 2 years talked about that the banking model is being challenged and disappearing. I believe that there is an important role for Islamic banks as a trust-worthy institutions in the ecosystem. But in addition to that, a lot of new players will be coming into the ecosystem. And these players have to find their roles. Now, if you look at it and you look at the different components and we identify all those important components, I think we will achieve what we need to achieve in the transformation to digital. I go to a lot of conferences and I attend a lot of meetings, and we're always talking about islands. And I think Dr. Adnan earlier in the morning talked about globalization, collaboration, and digitalization, which I believe are very important three concepts that we need to work together. So when we talk about Astana as a financial hub, we talk about Dubai as a financial hub, we talk about Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur as a financial hub, we really need to talk about not in the old concept of financial hubs, but in the new concepts. How are they connecting all those financial hubs through an ecosystem, and what are the rules of the game and how they are playing together? In addition, Mr. Sumbul talked about the new trade finance models and how you introduce new systems. I believe the new technologies such as blockchain does an amazing job in connecting different entities around the world and actually dropping the middleman in a lot of these connectivities and dealing. We talked about smart contracts. But the interesting part is we found a lot of those middle players are actually coming in and defining the rules for the new world. So you know that you will not see a full basic capitalization on the opportunity if we continue to think in the old world with the new concepts. I think the world is changing and changing very fast, but we really need most of the players to come and talk to each other about this ecosystem and where their role in those ecosystems and what the rules governing this new ecosystem. It's a very exciting world, and I believe in the next 10 years, the whole world of Islamic finance will change completely.